Hi there. This reading is for Leos for the week of 9/12, September 12th through September 18th, 2022. But readings are timeless, and so whenever you're seeing this, it's meant for you. My name is Abby. I'm the Cannastrologer. Been in the cannabis industry for a very long time and self-medicating since I was very young. But I've been into spirituality, astrology, horoscopes, and stuff even longer. And so here we are. So again, this reading is for Leo. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle all of these on camera for you, but I have pre-shuffled already. And while I was shuffling, I listened to music because I'm clairaudient. And the song that I got on shuffle, it was called Power, Remember Who You Are. It's by Spinall, Summer Walker, and DJ Snake. I love DJ Snake. The chorus and the words, the lyrics, I'm sorry, it was really hard for me to understand. I was also like really in the zone shuffling. Maybe there's, something resonating in that message in itself. Have you been like hard at work at something, Leo? Have you had your head down? Do you have that fire within you? Because that's what that song was about. It was, the power within you. Remember who you are. And I know I'm like a quadruple Scorpio, but I have Leo in the 11th house. No, I'm sorry, 10th house. 10th or 11th? It was one. It's the 10th house. Leo in the 10th house, MC. And I know especially right now, that whole professional career empowerment element is definitely highlighted in whatever the energies are in, astrological energies are happening right now. That said, it's a cool song. I liked it a lot. But that was kind of like the energy going into it. So I'm going to shuffle. We're going to get started with Black Moon Astrology. Just a little oracle message. Just by the way, too, I'm actually doing this reading on the Pisces full moon, and it's also the kickoff to Mercury retrograde. So it's been an interesting week. Lots of energy. I did a whole bunch of readings yesterday and got those uploaded today, and then I'll be getting these uploaded as soon as possible. But you'll probably see this tomorrow once Mercury retrograde has fully started. If you've been feeling any like wonky energies for the last 2 weeks, that's the shadow period. And then, we'll go all the way into October 1st. That's the entire stint of retrograde. And then there's a 2-week shadow period after that. The shadows aren't as bad, but if you didn't clear up what you need to clear up and understand and learn during retrograde, then there's, maybe a little dusting to do afterwards. That said, let's cut the deck. Underneath the deck is Neptune Sacrifice. It's a watery card. Okay, so top of the deck is second house, number 26, however that resonates with you, and owning. So this could be the way I'm feeling about it. There's ownership coming in, and maybe you're also selling it or getting rid of something, but it's something that you once owned. But the way this feels actually is more about coming into ownership of something. And I also just heard a message, owning up to things through yourself, not just actual like physical property, but owning up to what you did or what you didn't do, if that makes sense. Take it as it resonates. Timeline. Like I said, this is timeless, and there's hundreds of different Scorpios and people with Scorpios, Leos, and people with Leo placements, and all different kinds of timelines. Anyway, let's get into the tarot. We're going to be doing tarot with the Book of Shadows Tarot. and I'm doing a past, present, future, and it's a 2-deck spread. They clarify each other as above, so below. It's kind of cool. And then we'll be ending it with notes from the universe on love and connection. So let's shuffle this some more. Yeah, it really has been a crazy, especially last week, specifically Labor Day week. A very, I want to say positive changes, believe it or not. I have stepped into my power. Here I am doing, the fire signs, and I was saying through like all the water and air readings that it's just been like nonstop fiery emotion. But when I say fiery, I mean like also passionate. When you're passionate about something, that's what the saying goes, when you get mad at your best friend, your lover, your family member, whatever. It's not because you're necessarily truly mad at them, but it's because you love them so much that they've disappointed you, and therefore then you get really angry about that. Otherwise, the people who are just like, pissed off, mad, they'll just walk away. But even that takes a lot of energy and a lot of emotional strain to be able to do. And I know that that's been my case at least. Okay, I read bottom of the deck as well. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Queen of Air. So that's so funny. I was just talking about cutting stuff off, and that's exactly what the Queen of Swords will absolutely do. She's quick in her decision making, and she knows exactly what she wants and how she's going to get it. And she's very intuitive, absolutely, because swords are all about communication, and being intuitive, that is a form of communication. But yeah, so this is underneath the deck here. Past position, we have got the 9 of Coins. So Leo, that you are in a state of independence, happiness, bliss. Move that for a second so we can see this better. But that's what the Earth, Pentacles, Coins, that's what that's all about. And 9 of Coins is, just before you're getting like the ultimate pinnacle, that 10th one, you're in this state of independence and, rising, what is that saying? Stepping into your power. So that's what that's about. Then in the future, I'm already thinking future. Current position, we've got the 5 of Fire. So I was just talking about, fiery energy. There's maybe some controversy going on, some bickering, fighting. I always say about the 5 of Wands, it's kind of like, it's not your fighting card. It's more like, for instance, in a place of work or whatever, there's 5 different departments or 5 different department heads, arguing over something, but it's going to get resolved. You may be annoyed with them, but you're not like pissed off mad. I mean, you might be, but again, what I was saying earlier about, fire signs, it's all about passion, and it can mean so much more than just relationships. You can be passionate about anything. Passionate about reading, passionate about your line of work, for instance, myself, my line of work, not just within astrology, but the cannabis industry, because it helps shape my life and helps me bring myself to higher elevation through plant medicine. So that's the whole reason behind my name. So anyway, looking at this, I feel very strongly there's a definite male presence in this. He's got thunder or lightning coming down through. I want to say this is Thor. It's not Thor. But he's holding something, and it looks like, that the hand is coming down, if you will. So maybe a decision is being made as well with the 5 of Swords. 5 of Wands. And then for a future position, oh, very nice. We've got the 2 of Cups, and that's a relationship. That's you know, that it's a relationship. It doesn't have to necessarily be romantic. It can also be partnership, you know, like a work relationship. But it's a very strong one, filled with emotion. We were just talking about passion. That rolls over to, you know, your feelings and stuff like that. So that's what we've got coming in, and that looks really good. You've got a dove there, so peace. So maybe there has been some controversy, and then there's a peaceful resolution. Whatever that peaceful resolution is, though, we still have this Queen of Wands. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm getting them mixed up today. The Queen of Swords, and it's interesting because when I set it down like this, she's like looking down on this and kind of like doing this thing with a bunch of books or whatnot. So I don't know about that. I mean, there's going to be swift decision making, and whatever the outcome is of this. But let's clarify. This is the as above. Let's clarify for the Leos, so below. The Book of Shadows Tarot, please, spirits, for Leo, fire signs. Peace and protection all around us. I already cleansed the cards and stuff. You can never be too sure. Okay. Oh, cards are jumping. They're also a little slick. I just got them not too long ago. Still learning some of them. Okay, so underneath the deck, energy going into this, and I think this is what I'm feeling it because, okay, so in this deck, the Book of Shadows, the as above are more like your spirit guides, ancestors, the things that are happening above you in, you know, the 5D realm or whatnot. So below, this is your 3D world. This is what's happening now. And right now, the energy that's going into this is the Nine of Swords. So we've got sleepless nights, we've got anxiety, we've got, you know, a lot of stress factors and maybe some nightmares. That's what this is. So, you know, maybe there is something, maybe that, you know, you have to make, or you've had to make some swift decisions, or some swift decisions were made that put you into this state of mind. But that's definitely the energy, you know, going into this. But let's continue clarifying. So we're clarifying the Nine of Earth, which is the Nine of Coins, and that's clarified by the Knight of Swords. So somebody's coming in with communication, and, you know, it could be good or you know, not necessarily good. But this was in the past position. It could have been good, actually, because it was about money. And then we've got the Eight of Cups, somebody walking away from something. And I have a feeling now that it could have had something to do with this Five of Wands, this Five of Fire. So there could have been arguing about somebody walking away. Could be female, or just feminine energy. Take it as it resonates. This is, you know, not, you know, male or female. It can be either or. As well as cross watchers. You know, these readings, whether you're a Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, you could be a cross watcher watching for a Leo, and or have any of those signs, or have Leo in any of your chart, or not any of your chart. I mean, yes, technically, but it'll be stronger in the Sun, Moon, Rising. So this is really cool. I know in some of my readings yesterday, it ended with the Wheel of Fortune too, and I just forget which one. But in the future, you know, this really looks beautiful, to be honest with you. See, what I'm seeing here is there was something here having to do with your abundance and feeling independent, but there is somebody down here, whether somebody from your past or whatnot, was watching you, and there was a message coming in about, I mean, it's always about communication when it's about swords, but had to do with your abundance and you being free. Whatever that was, there was some fighting, and somebody walked away, whether that's you or another person. And then we've got the wheel here with the Lovers. So there's some kind of reconciliation that looks like it's coming in. What's really cool about the wheel is that it's, you know, the end of a cycle, and in the end of a cycle, there's always a new beginning. So, and it looks like the new beginning is going to be something, like I said earlier, it's the Two of Cups. Cups are about emotions and feelings, and I just see reconciliation in this. So, you know, this feeling of stress and anxiety. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. There's been some stress and anxiety. I absolutely think that what's coming in, though, and I think that what's coming in is a really good thing, to be honest with you. You know, keep your head about it. That's where the Queen of Swords comes in. Make sure that, you know, you think it through. Don't make super swift decisions before you've thought it through, but she normally doesn't. She knows what she wants. She knows how she's going to get it. She's usually, like, you know, 5 steps ahead anyway. But you need to let the stress go. Definitely get some more rest. Drink less coffee like me. I mean, I drink a lot of coffee. Oh, you know, I wanted to get into, I also wanted to check the book real quick and see what the second house of owning is. I've chit-chatted a lot in this reading. We're already at 17 minutes. Second house owning. Since we were talking about money, especially in this. Okay, so wealth is the ability to truly experience life. Henry David Thoreau. Second house card in brief. So this is like second house stuff. It's about money, how you make it and how you spend it, being able to afford what you need to progress and move forward. The corresponding tarot card with this is the Two of Pentacles, so it's making a choice in something. And then the key ideas behind pulling the second house owning card is what is owned, spending, value, money, business affairs, the building of a home, laying down foundations, recognizing what is valuable. Very cool. All right, we're going to end this with notes from the universe on love and connection, and this is for Leo. Please, spirit guides. For the week of September 12th through 18th for Leo. Leo Collective. Yeah, I'm hearing like you just have to, like, I feel like this is conversation as well. Like, you have to have a conversation. There's still very fierce energy down here. That's for sure. And underneath the deck is where I'm pointing. But I don't think it's bad. I think it's just misunderstanding. So somebody else got this card. I want to say that it was Gemini. I might be wrong, but I think it was Gemini. But the card is, you were born with that it quality. Do you want to know what's really beautiful? Confidence. Do you want to know what's really powerful? Persistence. Do you want to know what's really sexy? Please, I know about sexy. Not needing to be needed. And if still they don't notice your good looks, your strength, and your sachet, could you feel more sorry for them? Tally-ho, the universe. So, that is your read for the week of September 12th through September 18th, 2022. If you like what you saw and heard, make sure that you like, share, and follow. You can check out the description, find out where to make donations if you want to donate, or tip. There's also a link to book a reading. My schedule's going to be pretty open for the next 2 weeks. So get, your reservations in now. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, and then also if you want to check out the decks that we used, that's also in the description too. I'll make sure that it's in there. But thank you, and I'll be posting more content next week, Leo, and I will see you again soon. Thanks.